Hey guys, I wanted to sit here and take some time to talk about a cue that I hear in the gym a lot, and that's the cue of keeping your shoulder blades down and back during an exercise. This cue creates a sense of strength and stability with our lats engaged, and it can be a really good cue for someone who's doing a lift such as like a deadlift, maybe a heavy barbell row, or something where we need that inherent stability and strength. Where this cue doesn't make sense though is with our overhead athletes, right? So that's a baseball player, that's maybe a tennis player, a CrossFit athlete who's trying to work on their butterfly pull-ups or snatch or something like that, where we need a lot of strength in a flex position. We need a lot of strength in an overhead position. So a cue of keeping our shoulder blades down and back during those movements doesn't really make sense at all. And with that, it doesn't really make sense to train that way in the weight room either, right? So a lot of those overhead athletes need strength and stability out in front. They need that shoulder blade to be allowed to move and to rotate around the rib cage. And so that's where we need our stability, not so much keeping it pinned down and back. When we keep that shoulder blade pinned down and back, we put a lot more added stress in that ball and socket joint in your shoulder. And so with basically trying to get someone to go overhead while keeping that shoulder blade pinched, or if they're really strong in that pinched down and back position, we can add a lot of stress to that joint, and in turn maybe give some a way in for some pain in that area. A lot of people talk about kind of impingement-like pain, impingement-like syndromes, where they're getting this nagging pinch in the top of the shoulder, and that could be one of the factors that's playing in. So when you're in the weight room, when you're training for those type overhead activities, I'm thinking maybe a landmine press or something overhead, a pull-up for example, we want to let our shoulder blade round and go around our rib cage and let it move. Don't keep it pinched back. So I just wanted to kind of talk about the cue down and back and when it's useful and when it's not.